Okay, so are you ready to talk travel?
Always.
I am too. I was looking at this article you sent over about the top 10 cheapest countries to visit.
Yeah.
And I got to say I'm already
That's
like,
inspiring, right?
yeah, it really is. It's really inspiring to think about all the places you can go without
And
spending a fortune.
I think a lot of people have this misconception that seeing the world requires, a ton of money.
Right.
But this list really proves that's not true.
Right.
We're talking about countries that are rich in history, culture,
Right.
and natural beauty, and they're all accessible to budget travelers.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to sacrifice, amazing experiences just because you're on a
Exactly. They have to
budget.
have it all.
So where do we even begin? I mean, this list is packed.
It is.
Where should we start?
Well, I think we should start at the top right.
Okay.
Vietnam. Okay. Never.
Vietnam. Okay, so everyone's always talking about Halong Bay, right?
Oh, it's stunning.
I mean, I've seen pictures and it just looks incredible.
It's like something out of a dream.
But let's get beyond Halong Bay for a second because I think
That
there's so much more to Vietnam.
absolutely.
Like picture yourself in Ho Chi Minh City,
Oh yeah.
like zipping through the streets on a motorbike.
Great energy is incredible.
I know.
Yeah.
It's bustling.
And then you stop for some street food and
Oh,
amazing.
amazing.
have you ever had bun cha?
Yes.
Like,
One of my favorites.
like grilled pork and noodles.
And the dipping sauce?
Oh
Oh
my-
my gosh.
So flavorful. And you know what?
What?
So cheap.
It's unbelievable how affordable it is.
It is.
And what's interesting about buncha? It
Yeah.
actually has a really fascinating history.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it became really popular after the Vietnam War
Hmm.
because street vendors were using, whatever ingredients they could get their hands on.
Oh, wow.
And it's just a testament to the resilience and the ingenuity of the Vietnamese people. That's so cool. Okay, so moving on. Next on the list, we have Cambodia.
Oh, Cambodia.
I mean, Angkor Wat, obviously. Like, you can't go to Cambodia without.
It's a must-see.
It's a must-see.
I mean, those temples are just absolutely breathtaking.
They are. Do you have any tips for people traveling to Cambodia on a budget?
Absolutely. A lot of people will stay in Siem Reap, which is
Right near Angkor Wat.
exactly. It's the closest city to Angkor Wat.
Right.
Instead of, staying in a hotel, which can be expensive,
Yeah,
try a homestay.
a homestay. Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, you can live with a local family.
Right.
You'll get to experience Cambodian hospitality firsthand.
Immerse yourself in the culture.
Exactly, and it's often a fraction of the cost of a hotel.
Okay, that's a great tip. Okay, so speaking of incredible deals, let's talk about India.
India,
I mean, India it's massive, right?
it's so diverse.
So it can be a little overwhelming
A little bit.
for first-time visitors.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you have any recommendations for like a specific region?
Well, for budget travelers, I'd say Rajasthan is a fantastic option.
Rajasthan.
It's in the northwest part of India, and
Yeah.
it's just bursting with color and culture.
I mean, I've always wanted to see the Taj Mahal,
Of course, it's iconic.
but is that in Rajasthan?
The Taj Mahal is actually in Agra,
Oh, okay.
which is a little bit south of Rajasthan.
Okay.
But you can easily take a train from Rajasthan to Agra.
Oh, okay, cool.
And the trains in India are incredibly affordable.
Okay, that's good to know. Now, I feel like I'm getting sidetracked here because we're talking about the Taj Mahal and we're supposed to be talking about Rajasthan.
Right, but it's all connected.
It is all connected.
India is just one big adventure.
It is. Okay, so Rajasthan, what's so special about it?
Well, you have these incredible palaces and forts
Yeah.
and bustling bazaars where you can get lost for
I
hours.
love a good bazaar.
Oh, they're so vibrant.
I
And you can find amazing textiles and spices and
And food.
yes, the food. You have to try a Rajasthani thali. It's like a platter with all sorts of different curries and breads and chutneys.
Oh, yum. And it's affordable.
Oh, yeah. You can get a thali for just a few dollars.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so from the vibrant culture of Rajasthan,
Yes.
let's shift gears completely and head to the Himalayas,
Oh, wow.
Nepal.
Hmm.
Now, I know trekking in the Himalayas can sound like a really expensive endeavor,
Right. A lot of people think that.
but it doesn't have to be right.
No, not at all.
Tell me more about that.
You can find basic guest houses along popular trekking routes for like $5 a night.
$5 a night.
Yeah, it's incredible.
That's amazing.
And the views are just priceless.
I can only imagine.
You're sur-
Is there anything else to do in Nepal?
Oh, absolutely. Nepal is also a very spiritual country.
Hmm.
There are ancient monasteries and temples everywhere,
Mm.
and you can witness the daily rituals of the monks.
Wow.
It's a very humbling
And
experience.
are those experiences generally, like, expensive to have?
No, most of them are free or donation-based.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we've done the mountains.
Yes.
Now let's go to the beaches.
Okay, where to?
Thailand.
Thai.
Classic for a reason, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, the beaches are stunning.
The water is crystal clear.
The food is incredible.
It's so cheap.
So cheap. Do you have any insider tips for experiencing Thailand on a budget?
Well, a lot of people, want to go island hopping,
Of course.
which is amazing. You should definitely do it.
Yeah.
But instead of booking those expensive tourist boats,
Okay.
take a local ferry.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, they're a fraction of the cost.
And you get the same views, right?
You get the same views. You might even meet some interesting locals along the way.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, what about the food? I mean, Thai food is like,
Some of the best in the world.
it really is.
And the street food is incredible.
So cheap.
So cheap. You can get a pad thai for like $2.
Seriously.
And it's amazing. Just look for the stalls with the long lines. That's
Mm.
usually a good sign.
So I feel like we could do a whole episode just on Thailand,
We could.
but we got to keep moving.
So many places to see.
So many places. Okay, so speaking of islands, Indonesia.
Indonesia is incredible.
I know. I've always wanted to go scuba diving there.
The diving is world class.
I'm picturing myself, snorkeling in these crystal clear waters,
Right.
like surrounded by coral reefs.
It's like swimming in an aquarium.
And then after a long day of diving,
Yeah.
having a fresh seafood dinner right on the beach.
Oh, that sounds perfect.
I know. And you know what?
Why?
It doesn't have to cost a fortune.
No, Indonesia is actually very affordable,
Okay, good.
especially if you know where to go.
Okay, so where should we go?
Well, Bali is obviously the most popular island,
Yeah.
but it can be a little more expensive
Uh,
if you're on a really tight budget.
Yeah.
I'd recommend checking out Lombok.
Lombok. Okay.
It's just east of Bali, and it has similar natural beauty, but it's more affordable.
Okay, that's a good tip. All right, so we've done Southeast Asia.
We have.
Let's head to South America,
Okay.
Bolivia.
Bolivia.
Now, when I think of Bolivia, I think of adventure.
It's an adventurer's paradise.
It is, like the Uyuni Salt Flats.
Oh my gosh.
It just looks surreal.
It's like being on another planet.
It really does.
Yeah.
Have you ever been?
I have. It's
Oh.
even more amazing in person.
Really?
The pictures don't do it justice.
Wow. Okay, so for someone who's never been to Bolivia,
Yeah.
how do you even begin to plan a trip there?
Well, one of the best things to do is take a Jeep tour of the Uyuni Salt Flats.
Okay.
You can find multi-day tours that include food and accommodation for under $200.
$200.
Yeah. Isn't
That's for multiple days.
multiple days. Yeah. You're basically driving across this vast expanse of salt.
Wow.
It's really an unforgettable experience.
Okay, so Uyuni Salt Flats, that's like number one on the list for Bolivia.
Definitely.
What else is there to do?
Well, you can also hike in the Andes Mountains.
Oh, come
You
on.
can visit Lake Titicaca.
Lake Titicaca. What's special about that?
It's the highest navigable lake in the world.
Wow. Okay, so Bolivia adventure check.
Yeah.
Now let's go back in time.
Okay.
Egypt.
Egypt?
I mean, pyramids, ancient temples, hieroglyphics.
It's like stepping into a history book.
It really is. Now, I know Egypt can get a bad rap for being expensive.
Yeah, there are definitely some tourist traps.
But is it possible to do Egypt on a budget?
Absolutely.
Really?
You can find really affordable accommodation,
Okay.
especially if you stay in hostels or guest houses,
Okay.
and the food is incredibly cheap.
Oh, that's good to know. So what are some must-sees in Egypt?
Well, obviously, the pyramids of Giza.
You can't go to Egypt without seeing the pyramids.
true.
What else?
You should take a cruise down the Nile River.
Oh, that sounds nice.
It's a great way to see the countryside and visit some of the ancient temples.
And those cruises aren't too pricey.
No, you can find some really good deals, especially if you book in advance.
Okay, that's good to know. All right, so Egypt history check.
Check.
Now let's go to a place where East meets West.
Okay.
Turkey.
Turkey.
I mean, Istanbul is one of the most fascinating cities in the world.
Like a melting pot of cultures.
I know. And have you seen pictures of Cappadocia?
It's like a fairy tale.
It really is. I really want to go on a hot air balloon ride over Cappadocia.
Oh, that's on my bucket list too.
It looks incredible. But is Turkey budget friendly?
It definitely can be.
Okay.
The public transportation is really good and affordable.
Yeah.
You can take buses and trains all over the country.
Oh, that's great. And the food.
Oh, the food is amazing.
What should we try?
Well, you have to try a Turkish breakfast.
What's in a Turkish breakfast?
It's this huge spread of cheeses and olives and breads and jams and honey.
Oh, yum. And that's a good value.
Oh, yeah, it's a great way to start your day.
Okay, perfect. All right, we're almost at the end of our list.
I know, it's gone by so fast.
I know.
It's sad.
But we have one more destination.
We do. And I've saved the best for last.
Oh, I'm excited.
The Philippines.
The Philippines.
I mean, over 7,000 islands.
That's a lot of islands.
Pristine beaches, turquoise waters, incredible diving.
It's paradise.
It really is. And it's affordable, right?
Surprisingly affordable, yes.
That's good to hear. So what should we do in the Philippines?
Well, island hopping is a must.
Okay.
You can take ferries or even small boats between the islands.
Okay.
And it's a really great way to see a variety of different landscapes and cultures.
Okay, so we're island hopping.
Yes.
What else?
You can go caving.
Oh, wow.
There are some incredible caves in the Philippines.
And that's safe.
Yeah, there are guided tours that are perfectly safe.
Okay, good.
And then, of course, you have to spend some time just relaxing on the beach,
Obviously.
swimming, snorkeling, soaking up the sun.
Yeah,
It sounds like the perfect vacation.
it does.
All right, so there you have it, folks.
We did it.
10 incredible destinations.
There prove you don't need to break the bank to see the world.
I mean, this whole list just proves that, unforgettable travel experiences,
Right.
they don't have to come with like a crazy price tag.
Exactly.
It's all about prioritizing
Being savvy with your spending.
and just embracing the adventure.
Exactly. So I guess the question is,
Yeah.
which of these destinations speaks to you?
Right, like what kind of experience are you looking for?
Do you want mountains or beaches or history or culture or a little bit of everything?
I think I want a little bit of everything.
Me too. Maybe we should plan a trip together.
Maybe we should.
Let's do it.
Let's start planning.
Arr.
That's it for this deep dive. Thanks for joining us.
See you next time. Bye. Bye.